Hi, I'm Ed Highland, and this is the MD&M News Desk, and we are here now with Keith Smith, the president of Vonco Products. Keith, thanks so much for coming by and joining us.
Thanks so much, Ed, for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Vonco.
Yeah, Vonco's a contract manufacturer for medical fluids. They've been around since 1955. It was owned by two previous people to myself. Acquired it in 2013. Very focused on moving fluids in and out of the body, specimen transport, and also medical device covers.
Well, tell me a little bit about why someone should work with a company like Vonco, med device companies in particular. Why outsource with contract manufacturers as opposed to them perhaps making it themselves?
Yeah, I was actually having this conversation this morning. The big reason for contract manufacturers' existence is that big med device companies develop innovative products on a continuous basis, and so it's very difficult for the medical device companies to be good at all those manufacturing processes. And so what medical device contract manufacturers do is specialize in certain areas that help them lower cost, accelerate innovation, move supply chains along, connect supply chains, and all in all, keep costs down and help them innovate products.
De-risking, that kind of thing?
For sure. De-risking is a big deal, right? One of our biggest competitive advantages at Vonco is to be the risk-free solution, right? To provide really good quality, as good quality as they'll provide themselves, or maybe even better. We also develop very quickly, and we also are able to provide the talent. You've probably heard many CEOs talking about the talent shortage. It's a numbers game at this point. It's just not enough people to go around to fill the open jobs. And so contract manufacturers have to specialize in making sure they've got the right talent to run a project, but also the talent to constantly provide the resource to produce.
Now, does Vonco only provide custom solutions for folks that actually have, where the IP actually belongs to them, or you have some of your own innovations?
Yeah, that's a great question. We do both. Many times we take a design from one of our customers and we help them design that for manufacture, so design the process to help them produce that most efficiently. Then after that, we try to provide and develop our own medical devices that help medical device companies, not to compete with them, but things that might help them win in their marketplace.
Tell us a little bit about last year's acquisition. I want to get the name right, McFarland. How does that improve Vonco's offering? And are we going to see perhaps some other acquisitions in the future?
Well, I hope so. To the latter question, that acquisition was really one of the first steps to start pulling together our complete supply chain. We want to be more relevant to the medical device world, and we can do that in multiple ways. The first way is providing more products that they have interest in. The second way is to do a complete product, a finished product from start to stop, and assemble it, package it, and sterilize it. And that's the acquisition of McFarland added that assembly, packaging, and sterilization management to our portfolio. And then the third way is to provide scale. So if we can continue to add on to capabilities we already have, it provides some scalability for our customer base.
From your perspective, where do you see the medical device industry heading?
Yeah, it's growing, right? We've got an aging population, so we see more and more people needing healthcare related items, and medical device fits directly into that. We also see that as insurance takes more prevalence in the market, there's a big push to take cost out. And so as we try to be more relevant and scale, we believe we can provide innovation that helps the aging population, but also provide the right resources at the right time to help create the cost structure that our customers value.
Did these innovations play into the pandemic? I mean, were you able to make things and work for your clients and your customers?
Yeah, what a crazy time that was for everybody, and my heart goes out to so many people that have been impacted by COVID. First off, our thoughts went straight to our employee base. Our core values, caring more about each other, that trickles down to our customers, that trickles down to the patients and consumers we serve. So we implemented multiple policies within the organization to keep them safe, but we then ended up in finding ways to help. We were actually getting calls from local hospitals that nurses did not have the proper PPE, as we probably saw across the media. And specifically, we saw it in gowns. And so we were able to mobilize and put gowns out into production within 6 weeks to help our nurses be protected in real time of need. So it was just a great collaborative effort by the entire team to attack COVID while people really needed it.
That brings to mind the word flexibility. I mean, is Vonco, do you kind of pride yourself on that being flexible?
Yeah, it's certainly one of our strategic pillars is fast custom development. So, as a need exists, we're able to prototype really quick and put products out into the marketplace to test. And that's what we did. We said, try these on, how do they fit, how does it work? And after about a week's worth of iteration, we're making our tooling and we're off to the races running those products.
Tell me, you said 2013 is when you bought the company.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Give us some thoughts about what continues to motivate you, what gets you up in the morning and drives you and Vonco forward.
Yeah. I think it comes first from myself, right? It's the energy that I have innately, but also I continue to cultivate that energy. And that's what motivates me, is to energize others, right? And inspire others. And so none of those innovations happen without energy to begin with, and then energizing those folks as well. So I would say that by far becomes my biggest motivation, is to energize others.
You've launched a website recently. I want you to tell us about KeithSmith.io.
Yeah, and so that's what it's about, that entrepreneurial energy and how to energize others, right? How do you focus on yourself, both your physical activities, your nutrition, your rest and recovery, to the right emotional mindset to run a business and drive and scale a business, to looking at everything that's happened along your path as in gratitude, right? And be thankful for all these things that happened, the challenges and the opportunities that came in your path.
I see TED Talks in my mind, something like that. Inspirational talks, messages, how it's worked for you and how it possibly can work for someone else.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly have plenty of challenging stories that I could share. I have some good success stories I could share, but it's a little bit of those anecdotes along the way that can help entrepreneurs not necessarily go through all the same pitfalls that some of us have.
Well, it's www.keithsmith.io. And Keith Smith, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank
you
so much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Good luck to Vonco in the future.
Thank you so much.
And this is the MD&M News Desk. I'm Ed Highland.
Thank you.